parents and graduates. It looks like at this point we're about 25 minutes away from getting started. Just as a reminder, when we get to the 7 o'clock hour, we will need all parents and graduates to return to their vehicles. But it looks like we got still about 25 minutes. Thank you. everybody is in their vehicles so that we can get the ceremony started. Once again, we're about 10 minutes out. If we could go ahead and make our way back to our vehicles. Thank you. Once again, parents and graduates, at this point, we're about 3 minutes away. If you have not done so, please make your way back to your vehicles so we can begin on time. Thank you.
At this time, please direct your attention to the main stage and observe a moment of reverence during the playing of the national anthem and the presentation of colors by the Laney High School Air Force Junior ROTC under the direction of Aerospace Science Instructor Master Sergeant Bruce D.C. Jr., United States Air Force, retired.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening. Welcome to this special ceremony as we celebrate the accomplishments and graduation of the class of 2020. I would like to first thank Cape Fear Community College for allowing us to have this ceremony on their campus. I would also like to thank the New Hanover County Board of Education, senior staff, and other district leaders who have worked tirelessly to ensure that our graduates had this opportunity today. As we join to celebrate our graduates, please help us keep all of those in attendance, our community, and all the people we'll come into contact with after we leave here safe by following the guidelines established by the CDC, the North Carolina Health and Human Services, our governor, and the State Board of Education. During the ceremony, our graduates will be directed by our staff to come to the stage, maintaining the recommended social distancing. We ask that all others remain in their vehicles. We understand how different this ceremony is from others in the past. Those participating are wearing masks and some are wearing gloves as we follow the established recommendations and guidelines to help us maintain a safe and healthy environment. Once again, welcome and congratulations to you all. Please help us make this a safe, positive, and memorable time for your graduates. At this time, I would also ask that we take a moment of silence for all those that could not be in attendance here today. I would also ask that you think about our principal, Ms. Descharme, who is away due to a family emergency. I know she is watching the ceremony right now, so the Bucktown family just wants her to know that we love her very much. Please bow your heads in a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce our student body president, Skylar Kelly.
I would like to welcome you to EA Laney High School's 2020 graduation. On behalf of the graduates, I would like to thank all of the parents, teachers, family members, and friends who encouraged and supported us as we work towards this day. All of the love, support, and guidance is truly appreciated as we work towards a brighter and more prosperous future. To my fellow classmates, this monumental day we have awaited for so long is finally here. I know this is not the graduation or celebration we were expecting, but this seems to make sense for this graduating class. Whether we move on to college or to a career, we are now going out into the world, and I know we are going to do great. We finally made it to the end, so let's celebrate it. We shouldn't be defined by what we're missing, but what we have accomplished over these past 4 years. We have learned so much, changed even more, and come so far. We will always be the Laney High School class of 2020. I wish you all the best of luck in your life and hope that each of you fulfill your dreams. Now I am proud to introduce our valedictorian and friend, Caroline Locklear. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, teachers, students, and most of all, graduates of the class of 2020. It is a privilege to speak to all of you on this special occasion. As I sat down to write this speech, the same thought kept popping into my head. What right does having the highest GPA give me to tell you how to embark on the next chapter of your life? Quite frankly, none. GPA is one measure of success, but does it really make a person wise? During our time together at Laney, I've seen how hard all of you have worked to get to this moment. We all have earned the right to be up here, and I'm honored to be your representative. The class of 2020 has had a ton on our shoulders. The added pressures and distractions of social media, the fear of climate change, the specter of school shootings, and the impacts of Hurricanes Dorian and Florence. And when we thought we were in the home stretch, the world was struck by the COVID-19 pandemic, sending all of our plans for senior year into disarray. Yet none of this stopped us. We couldn't put our schooling on hold even when it felt as though the world around us was spinning out of control. We had to push through. Successfully navigating all of these events has given our class something that cannot be learned through reading books, writing papers, and taking tests. We have learned courage. Famous poet Maya Angelou once said, "Courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you cannot practice any other virtue consistently." So from that courage, we will take from our time here at Laney another precious virtue, and that virtue is strength. The strength to persevere through challenging times, the strength to reach out to both offer and ask for help, and the strength to stand up for what is right and just. Our world is a complicated place, but our response can be clear and simple. The simple truth is that although we live in a country divided, we all have an important role to play in the future of our nation. Wherever you stand, it is my hope that we will all take our lessons of courage and strength and use those traits to forge a life for which we can each be proud. To all of my teachers and mentors, thank you for all the time and dedication you have devoted to me and all of the other graduates. I can confidently say that I would not be standing in front of you today if it weren't for your amazing support and coaching during my time at Laney High School. And to all of my fellow graduates, I know that this is not the graduation that we imagine, but that does not diminish the significance of this accomplishment. Each of you has worked tremendously hard to get to this moment. Don't let this effort be dimmed by anything. I would like to leave you today with a post by famous author and social justice activist L.R. Nost that I came across over my time spent at home. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives, I feel as though its words are important now more than ever before. Do not be dismayed by the brokenness of the world. All things break, and all things can be mended, not with time, as they say, but with intention. So go. Love intentionally, extravagantly, unconditionally. The broken world waits in the darkness for the light that is you. Thank you.
Class of 2020, parents, and others in attendance, it is an honor to be here today to speak about these seniors. It has been my privilege to serve as one of your school's administrators over the last 4 years. This is the 5th Laney graduating class that I have had the honor to work with, and each class has demonstrated a unique level of excellence. I can honestly say that this class has exceeded high expectations, and these graduates who walk the stage today are worthy of recognition. Today, the class of 2020 joins 43 previously graduated classes in the Laney High School tradition of excellence. I think it goes without saying that the class of 2020 has endured more during a 4-year period than your typical graduating class. The 2016-2017 school year was the year of construction with the new gym and media center. You guys were the first to benefit from these state-of-the-art buildings. During the 2018-2019 school year, along came Hurricane Florence. This event had a huge impact on our school, our students, our staff, and our community. There are still people today that are trying to recover from this devastation. What was most memorable about that time was how the students rose up to help our community. So many teams, clubs, and other school organizations were seen helping out wherever was needed. This speaks volumes about your character and willingness to help others. And finally, the 2019-2020 school year, which has been anything but normal. It started off with another hurricane, Hurricane Dorian, and has now ended with COVID-19. During these unusual times, no group has been more affected at Laney High School than the class of 2020. Through all of this, you have continued to demonstrate the fortitude it takes to move forward during a time that has affected life as we know it. You have demonstrated what it means to be Bucktown strong. Graduates, you have demonstrated this determination and excellence in all areas. You have accomplished so much and should be proud of your contributions to Laney and the community. The following is just a small list of your contributions and highlights. You have provided valuable service to the local communities. You have donated numerous hours of volunteer time. The donated time has helped our school, community, organizations, and individuals in need. You have helped your hearts. You have opened your hearts to others by collecting food for the hungry, raising money for a variety of good causes, and you have given the gift of life through the Red Cross blood drives. Through your generosity and hard work, thousands of dollars have been raised and donated to charitable organizations. You have entertained us in the arts. The visual arts, band, chorus, drama, and dance performances have all demonstrated their talents. We owe many thanks to our workforce development students. They have shared their talents with local restaurants, child care centers, medical professionals, and businesses throughout the Wilmington area. In athletics, your senior leadership has been instrumental to the success of our teams and has led the way as we were well represented in the North Carolina State playoffs. In academics, the Laney tradition of excellence continues. This graduating class has earned more than $2.7 million in scholarships and has provided college acceptance letters to more than 70 universities throughout the United States and overseas. These colleges and universities are fortunate to have you. We anticipate all of you making a positive difference in the world. Some of our graduates will immediately join the workforce, and you are well prepared. Other students will join the United States Armed Forces in a time of uncertainty in the world. On behalf of Laney High School, we would like to thank you for your future service to our great country. Finally, and most importantly, I would like to personally thank all of our students, regardless of GPA or other achievements, that have been pillars of strength for their families. You have worked part-time jobs to help with bills at home. You have taken care of siblings or other family members while parents have had to work. You have contributed to a greater good, and you are here today because of your hard work and your dedication. Your success during difficult times is commendable, and you give the true meaning to the Laney brand. In one of the most recognized quotes from our famous alumni, Michael Jordan, he said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I have been trusted to make the game-winning shot and missed. I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Class of 2020, you have clearly continued the tradition of excellence that began 43 years ago with the first graduating class of Laney High School. Please continue to aim high in all your goals because you're prepared to succeed, and never let anyone tell you you can't. Now for Laney's last challenge to you. In a world that often seems turned upside down, we ask that wherever you go, whether you are there for an hour or a lifetime, be sure to make it a better place by your presence and actions. Be kind to others, regardless of how they look or where they come from. May God bless each of you, and once again, congratulations, and we are extremely proud of you.
We would now like to recognize several students who participated during the first ceremony today. This year's Michael J. Jordan scholarships went to Kennedy Martin and Allison Pooley. The New Hanover County Board of Education student scholarships were awarded to Kennedy Martin and Elmer Rodriguez Fuentes. Also, during our first ceremony today, we recognized our top 10 academic students: Maria Konjima, Anna Davis, Sophia Fanning, Brian Fuller, Evan Kite, Elena Moose, Sierra Simmons, and Austin Williams. This year's salutatorian is Blair Blakeney. And finally, this year's valedictorian is Caroline Locklear. Congratulations to all of these students.
Graduates of 2020, parents, and guests, it's an honor as a school administrator of Laney High School to attest to the fact that the Laney High School class of 2020 has met all of the requirements set forth by the state of North Carolina and the New Hanover County Board of Education, and therefore they are eligible to receive their diplomas. Furthermore, I accept and certify the 2020 graduating class of Laney High School as high school graduates by the authority granted to me by the New Hanover County Board of Education. Staff members who are assisting with the procession, please prepare the class of 2020 to receive their diplomas. Also, I would like to add, graduates, this is just another reminder to please stay in your vehicle until a staff member has directed you to come to the stage. This will ensure us that we do not miss anyone. Hiram Edward Van Slyke. Gage Rorick Monroe. Jacob Splendoro. Emily Lorraine Russell. How do you say your last name? Barrett Wilder Tejan. Rachel Nicole Muir. Haley Brooke Skipper. William David Madliger. Bianca Kyrie Samaniego. Stephen Garrett Wolf. Andrea Brooke Ray. Bart Marlowe Williams, Jr. Anthony Wayne Wood. Demontre Kawan McKeever. Trenton H. Le Guin. Emily Elizabeth Woodall. Braden Chase Pennington. Alexandria Rivers. Inasia Marnay McClammy. Cameron K. Plumley. DeMarcus Cobia McLaurin. Olivia Harper Swivel. Anis Patrice Vasquez. Joshua David McGee. Dylan Ray Tepper. Elko Henry Tinga IV. Jackson Davis Mathis. Ariel Umanzor. Toby Lynn Stone. Win Tan Win. Lawrence Joseph Richard. Alexis Brooke Williams. Kalea Sierra Sims. Brian Keith Westbrook. Daimon Shaki Khalil Parker. Matthew Kevin McCumbee. Aaliyah Lynn Stevens. Ashlyn Elizabeth Williams. Tanner Drake Sanderson. Alexis Joy Mattingly. Mary Grace Ussery. Gabriel Del Souls. Andrea Michelle Sorto. Leilani Lillian Isabella Leilani Turley. Chase Garrett Lachlan. Silk Marcellus Pelham. Damian Jamal Shepard. Evan James Wright. Micaiah Suray Robertson. Malik Rashawn Leonard. Carly Francis Ward. Ishmael Ramirez Martinez. Charles Council Parker III. Brody Daniel Turner. Andrew Joseph Tronka. Jaden Austin Wright. Jose Vicente Lopez Perez. Lauren Rose Settlemeyer. Autumn Ray Prast. Reba Jo Smith. Caitlin Newton Patterson. Tanaya Janelle Simmons. Dawson Michael Lewis. Matthew Dwayne Thomas. Charlie Antonio Vieira. Rebecca Lee Morton. Faith Simone Thomas. Ayana Sierra Murphy. Zoe Melody Rivera. Zoe Ann Pitts. Tyler Jerome Schaefer. Haley Elizabeth Lathrop. Skylin Jade Pace. Edward Thomas O'Brien. Zachary Scott Lewis. Leanna Celeste Williamson. Deja Leilani Young. Calviana Lanisha Yellerday. Nicholas Brandon Lee. Tanaya Jania Rowland. Zachary Taylor Letchworth. Marissa Danielle Pettis. Jair Anthony Melvin. Logan Thomas Sayers. Yenju Nam. Brianna Alexandra Pierce. Jabri Amon Robbins. Daniel Riley Livermore. Matthew Roca Montagno. Haley Grace Nye. Lily Alice Parks. Madison Elizabeth Litton. Haley Ann Zaldivar Castaneda. Parents, we do understand that you guys are going to be wanting to take pictures, but we also ask that once your graduate crosses the stage, you please return to your vehicle. Thank you.
Lucas Allen Neal. Kevin Lee Schaefer. What's your middle name? John Zobai Lozada. Ian Todd McCabe. Naimia Christina Miller. Is it Druan? Camden Druan Warlick. Hang on, just. Sophia Rose Monahan. Alexis Nicole Wigger. Avery Grace Pirtle. Madison Lee McNair. Mallory Lynn McNair. Brennan Lane Register. Lyndon Ditzler Works. Olivia Elaine Mitchell. Dakoya Monet Sellers. Jessica Lynn Saunders. Kasari Catherine Stewart. Megan Sterling Swain. Kaylee Marie McRosty. Addison Carolyn Lewis. Jacob Patrick Stoy. Kai Malik Payton. Marcio Mendoza Huerta. Destiny Marie Elaine Wilson. Cody Scott Simmons. Reese Elizabeth Perez. Okay. Ryan Angelo Kimball. Elizabeth Suzanne Monteirth. What's your last? Whitty? Alan Charles Whittingmore. Rosemarie Emily Richards. Raven Alexander Lewis. Nadeli Arendi Rosinda Ortega. Cade West McGrady. Ellen Marie Strickland. Jenna Alyssa Sofield. Grace Margaret Malloy. Haley Joe McKeithen. Bennett Carson Sullivan. Rosalind Eve Morano. Sophia Christina Presnell. Victor Manuel Merlot, Jr. Alexis Nicole Legge. Sarah Renee Searles. Elizabeth Shea Robinson. Kyle Benjamin Simpson. Allison Elizabeth Pooley. Marcus J. Mondragon. Seth Michael Thomas. William Roberts II. Braden Richard Wagner. John Ross McKinney, Jr. Robert Jackson Phillips. Babette Shemalee Trowers. Candace Marietta Smith. Caroline Elizabeth Warshaw. Alexis Joy Rivenbark. Lila Larock Russell. Kirsten May LeBray. Grace Nicole Parada. Emma Lucille Messina. James Gray Sullivan. Joanna Perez. Jasmine Elizabeth Stearns. Jackson Thomas Lay. Mackenzie Renee Paul. Naya Scott. Zara Deanne Williams. Miguel Angel Nanlaw. Tamaya Zanae Smith. Casper Andrell Powell Jr. Mason Woodrow Robbins. Killian Spangler. Ethan Thomas Lanier. Ashanti Zane Stiles. Tyreek Ladarius Walker. Caitlin Julia Malone. Lakaya Evelyn Williams. Madison Shay Lindsay. Jace Jalen Lofton Grady. Lady Beatrice Ramirez Chavez. Colton Blake Stevenson. Ayana Monet Simpson. Sarah Elizabeth Manis. Elise Shay Thompson. Conrad Jacob Smith. Hannah Lee Walker. Brianna Lynn Martone. Carlos Ozil Salas Bejar. Thomas Ryan Mejia. Megan Elizabeth Weiderman. Robert James Maddox. Mays William Peterson. Victor Manuel Trito Jr. Alicia Ashanti Pereira. Juwan Antoine Yeoman. Colton Jade Perry. James Holmes Whitley Jr. Maya Owens. Faith Fitzsimmons Wells. Isabella Maria Stalls. Lily Christine Womble. Madison Fair. Jacob Anthony Turner. Alexandria Grace Jacobson Want. Darion Lee Thomas. Curtis James Voigt. Neelan Rose Sawhill. Angela Perez Velasquez. Yajaya Danae Washington.
Dear seniors, as we come to a close on this 2020 graduation ceremony, and on behalf of the staff at Laney High School, we would like to say congratulations on your achievements. At this time, you may turn your tassels. Your commitment to your education has served you well and will continue to benefit you as you move forward with your future academic and career goals. Once again, we would like to wish you all the best in all your future endeavors. Godspeed. Have a good night. Parents and graduates that are still here, it is completely our mistake, but we have missed one graduate, and we want to make sure they are recognized at this time across the stage. Caitlin McKenzie Welch.